Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft here on the channel. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast for giving me a free preview account in the early access event to get this recorded early. But let's dive on in. Ooh, baby. Time to open some good cards. And we've got a good one. His name is Breaches. His job is pillaging. So whenever a pirate attacks, then you get to make a treasure or get some card draw. The cool thing about Breaches is he doesn't just say himself. So if you curve pirate into Breaches, then you get a pretty good start. He fits best in blue-red aggro, I think. But happy to start off with a Breaches. Other than that, the uncommons aren't crazy, but I do like Tinker's Tote, Cogwork Wrestler, Plundering Pirate, and Idol of the Deep King. I think in Tinker's Tote, then Idol, then Cogwork Wrestler, then Plundering Pirate, probably. Then maybe even Malamet Veteran. This card's huge. But easy Breaches first pick. It's pirate time. Okay, so we have started with a Breaches, and blue-red is a good home for Breaches. He's just good in any red deck, though, because you can just play him without any other pirates and be happy. That being said, there is a Waterwind Scout, which can go well in a blue-red deck. There's also a Kinjali's Dawn Runner, and there is a Seismic Monstrosaur as a red follow-up. Those are the three main cards I've got my eye on. I think Kinjali's Dawn Runner might be the best, but Waterwind Scout is up there, and I do think Snail is a solid option as well. It's a tough pick. It's also tough because both of these are 3-drops, and I already have a 3-drop. Not that you can't play multiple 3-drops. Also, Seismic Monstrosaur. I do like the card. Gotta be said, it's a good card. Helps you avoid flooding in the late game. Helps you hit your land drops early game. Maybe I just have to prioritize it and take it here. I'm going to be a bit more ambitious and take the Kinjali's Dawn Runner, though. I think it's just the most powerful of the cards. So we started with red card. I second picked white card. And now there's a choice between Caparakti Sunborn, which is really good if you can enable it and just get some attacks and huge value. And honestly, not much else. There's a Cavern Stomper, Spiketail. I think it's the Sunborn. It's just the best card by such a wide margin. I mean, I do think that Sunscribe is pretty good, but Sunborn is really good. And we're going to take it. It can just take over the game. I love this card. Oh my gosh. When a dinosaur attacks, you get a treasure. When you cast an artifact, you create a dinosaur. It's beautiful. Do I have any other options? I guess there's technically Kutzil. I have to get a lot of artifacts to make this work. I don't have any right now. Red-white doesn't have the most artifacts. It's got some. But what else would I even take here? Like a Monstrosaur? I could take Monstrosaur. I feel like you don't really want to play this in red-white because they're not both going towards that goal. And it's a pretty miserable top deck. I'm going to take the Monstrosaur. It's like a secret gold card, he says, as he gets a artifact immediately. This card still performs well. Works well with the Caparakti, gives you stuff to tap. Works well with double striking. There's also a Poison Dart Frog. But I'm just going to keep taking red cards as long as they're solid. Now there's a Colossodactyl. It's like a pterodactyl, but colossal. If that helps you understand its role in the universe. Also a Soaring Sandwing. Much worse than the Seismic Monstrosaur, in my opinion. I guess I take this. Maybe I move towards red-green. This pack is pretty bad. Not anymore! This is a great card. There's also a Volatile Wanderglyph. Yeah. I think the 3-mana 4/3 is just giant. But there's also 2 2-drops, and I don't have any yet. And I love... I'm going to take the glyph. Oh, it's so close. This card is huge. A 3-mana 4/3 is just ginormous. I feel like this is a card that I always am happy to draw. Always hate to see my opponents draw, and I don't have any, and it works great with Caverns. And I already have 2 3-drops. Okay, I've convinced myself. It's Wanderglyph time, baby. I love this card. 1 copy is perfect in my red-green, red-white deck. I've played more in other decks. Rumbling Rockslide is a good removal spell. Child of the Volcano. 1 copy of this seems okay. It goes great with the pickaxe and the glyph, so I'm happy to take a copy relatively early here over the Rockslide. Now I get another 2-drop here over a more artifact-centric card. Malamet Guy Wield. Oh, Ketlan Landmark. Could be good. I did say that I wasn't going to have enough artifacts to make that rare work, and I now have 1, 2 artifacts, 3. I don't know if that's enough. Yes! Yes, it's all coming together! Sunscribe, another tapping card. Good with this guy. Good with the Militia. Oh, yes. Ooh, Kutzil. Hello, Kutzil, Malamet Explorer. So we have a couple green cards in case we audibled out of red for some reason, but I don't think we would want to do that. Little Goblin Tomb Raider? Tomb Raider? The Tomb Raider. Enterprising goblins can extract their body weight in loot. Ambitious ones have a big meal first. Gosh. Oh, that's good. That's high quality flavor text right there. Interesting. Target artifact or non-aura from your grave to the battlefield with additional counters on it. And it's a flyer. So you can bring back a Volatile Wanderglyph as a 1/1 flyer and make it bigger with counters. What else is there? There's this guy. This pack is weak. I mean, for me, this card doesn't seem very good to me. Don't really feel like I'm discovering that much. I don't really want to play Miner's Gold Guidewing. Especially because Vigilance doesn't matter if I'm tapping it for stuff. Could take Glorifier, could take a Hotfoot Gnome. I'll try Glorifier. Now I'm going to take the Ceratops. It's just really hard to block. I like the Sunscribe, but Ceratops, I think it's just way better. And since I'm playing red-white, I think it'll be good. Join the Dead's pretty reasonable. I'm not sure how good Tithing Blade is yet. My initial thought was it was good, but I haven't seen it in action much. Spring-loaded Saw Blades, eh? If I'm an aggro deck, their stuff isn't going to be tapped, is the problem. I think I'll take the Cloud Guard. Nice aggro threat. Even though Saw Blades is way better in a vacuum. I kind of want to try Tolly's Favor again. I had a deck that had it, and I was pretty happy with it. And now there's another Cloud Guard. Nice. I got the green cards at this point. One thing I will say is I might have artifacts in play without actually casting artifact, which is why the Saheeli card maybe wasn't the best anyway. I do like this because it works well with the Glorifier of Suffering too. I don't really want to play the like low impact 1-drops if I am playing this Itali's Favor and the Caverns because I want to be hitting higher cost cards generally. But this is going to go okay, I think. And now I get a Sunscribe. Get a little Scry action going. And I love having this guy because it makes it so I can run 16 lands and still have enough mana. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts right now. What? This pack is insane. So Dire Blunderbuss is really good. You buff your creature up, and then when you craft it, you get to sacrifice an artifact and just start mowing stuff down. There's also Dreadmaw's Ire, which is fantastic, and a glyph. I mean, I'm not taking the glyph. It's great, but it's one of these two for sure. Yeah, I think I've got to take the blunderbuss. I think it's just really good. I'll be interested to hear what other people think of that pick, and also interested to see how it does. Okay, now we get an Envoy. Just a nice 3-mana 3/3. You generally have spots for combat tricks or equipments, and I already have a couple of equipments that I'm pretty happy with. So I think I'm just going to focus on those. Instead of like Ancestor's Aid and stuff. That being said, I'll still take 1 leap. Yes! We wield the Sunscribe. The more artifacts I get, the more playable Tomb Raider becomes. I don't know why I keep saying Tome. And I think I will play a second one now. I have 3 Sunscribes? What? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just pass all the blue cards, sure. This is pack 2. I have 22 playables? This is insane. This is insane! My deck is looking quite good, I think. I think this is my worst 2-drop at the moment, though even it's still solid. Yeah, not really in the market for Galta. Nor this card. Idol of the Deep King is a card I'm happy to have, though. As I said, I'm in the equipment market these days. I'm looking for equipments, see? And this is a good one. Starting to move the cards that I think I'm going to cut over to the side. Not even sure that the Kinjali Dawn Runner is good. I mean, it's definitely good enough with all my equipments, but it's just all my cards are so good. This is 23, and I'm going to play 24, and the Monstrosaurus is instead of a 17th land. I gulped because there's temptation. The Tunnel Grinder. If you descend, you get a boar counter, and then whenever you get to discover, which is awesome. The other option is this card. I don't really have dinosaurs, though. I have 2 dinos. This guy and this guy at the top end. I think I'm going to take the Tunnel Grinder. I don't know if I'll play it, but it's awesome. Target creature gets ++0 in haste. I think I'll just take another Monstrosaur. I like the Monstrosaur. It's one of the better ones from this cycle, I think. I like it better than a Tali's Favor. Now this is a card I can get behind. Honestly, this card's just great. 1/1 lifelinker, wears equipments fantastically. And if you descend, you scry. I wouldn't mind this card because it goes well with some of my little glyph guys. Oh. Don't mind if I glyph. Or sunscribe, in this case. Okay, I'm just getting spoiled at this point. So I'm going to cut the favor, the tunnel grinder, the landmark, the leap. This is going great. I have 3 really good equipments. I've got some really good evasive guys. A braid? Heck yes, don't mind if I do. I mean, I wouldn't mind a triumphant chomp, don't get me wrong. But a braid? Beautiful. I'm going to cut the Thousand Moons crack shot. I mean, this card's probably good in my deck, but I'm not even going to play it. Ancestor's Aid's probably also good. I have 4 good 1-drops, 6 good 1-drops, actually. 4, 5, 6 2-drops. I think the Sunshot Militia is still good. Nice little finisher. Envoy of Okinek Ahau is the last potential cut here, I think. Glorifier of Suffering could be a cut as well. What would I want? How many creatures are in here? 20 creatures. The Tunnel Grinder could be a consideration. Honestly, I don't mind a Panicked Altosaur. A little bit of reach. Oh, baby, what a pickup. Yep, Saheeli's Lattice is great in this deck. Now that I have so many dinos. Helps me smooth my early draws, gives me a little bit of flood insurance. Because 16 lands even is still pretty low for this deck. I mean, still pretty high. So 8/8. 2 great pickups on the wheel. The Tunnel Grinder's tempting still. There was something in the air that night. Oh, baby. I'm loving this deck. I think it's looking really good. I'm excited to see how it does. I'm not even playing the Panicked Altosaur. Not even because I think it's bad. I just don't have room. I'm already playing a Panicked Altosaur. Yeah. I like the look of this one. I like the look of this one a lot. Just going to run 16-16. And that'll be the build. I will see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if they've been helping you find more success in your draft and have more fun playing Magic, and you would like to show your support, then you can do so via Patreon. It is essentially a way to tip my channel, but it also comes with some cool rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for Lost Caverns of Ixalan and other cool things like that. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. And if you're interested in learning more, you can of course find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. Solid hand on the draw. The little Dire Flail action. Oh, baby, this hand just got magical. Oh, yes. I think we're just going to go for this. Force them to answer our 1/1 or just lose on the spot, probably. There's just so much life. No, they did it. Okay. I don't have anything I need to discard right now, so I'm just going to go straight forward. They've answered my first question. But can they answer my second? I have a life total advantage. Now they'd have to kill my Sunscribe. Okay. Do not want that. It's so cheap to equip this. So if I draw a land... Oh, no, I have to do the equipping. Rock slide, okay. I'm going to attack. I could have held back on blocks and tried to trade, but this card doesn't have an attack trigger or anything. And I have my bat. Okay, that is kind of a scary card. Both reasonable draws. Give me a nice scry at the end step. Don't really want that. Nope. So now I have this 4-2 that can trade with Caparakti. So far, they've done a good job answering every question I've asked. I was, can you beat a 3-1 lifelinker flyer on turn 2? Yes. Can you answer my flyer? Yes. Interesting. Good to know about the Cosmian Blast. I forgot that this thing exiled and then came back into play to justify that play. I should have played the 4-5, I think. Because I can then block their guy with it, and this won't kill it. They zap this, kill my other two guys. This is fine. I'm hoping to draw a land here so I can equip and play the Altasaur. Okay, that's a good card. I hope they use their treasure. This has been an interesting game. I probably should have played this card in my deck. It's going to be mana efficient. Make a 6/5 that can threaten them with lethal in 2 turns. No! That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Time for me to play some of my juice. I mean, their juice is a lot better than my juice. But I'm dreaming. I'm trying. Got vigilance too. Gosh darn it. My guy does have sneaky reach. I think this game is over. I think I lost. I don't know what the key turn was, but I think it was the fact that every time I played a key threat, they killed it. I thought I'd be able to pose too many questions for them to answer, but I was wrong. If they attack with their Carnosaur, I'm dead. Honestly, Monkey would be an okay draw here. Yeah, I'm dead. I did my best. That was just a tough one. It was one of those games where it felt like I was one turn away from making it all work properly. If I had played my 4-5 on that one turn instead of flipping my artifact, I might have won from the extra pings. I don't even know if that's true, though. My 1-1 lifelink guys were just fodder. It was crazy. They were just getting shot from the skies. Opponent just had, like, infinite removals. I feel like my deck is good, though. We can win this round. Nice. On the draw, unfortunately, but solid hand. They're on a mulligan on the play. I'm gonna lose. This stupid schooner. Gosh darn it. This rare is actually absurd. He's probably going to figure out what I have. Sure. Playing Magic these days, not these days, today has felt like I'm playing a different game than my opponents. It's almost like I'm on like some sort of like, there's like some sort of cheat code that's being activated. And I'm just getting completely, they just attack instantly. Like, my opponent has never not had the removal spell, it feels like. I just don't know how to respond to that kind of... I'm just, like, flabbergasted all day today. Just... It feels like every time I try to do anything, I just get max punished. Like, I really wanted this to be a double striker, so that I could block this thing. But I hit a land, which isn't terrible, but, like, it would have been so much better if it was a double striker. And now I really want them... I don't even know what I want. It's just... I kind of don't want this to be a 3-3, because then my guy can equip an attack, but... This game is just so over. I don't know if it was because I was on the draw or what happened, but my Caparocti guy is never going to get to attack. It feels like. Oh my gosh. There's just so little I can do. They just played this card on turn 2 and I just lost the game. They have 5 mana up. Oh my gosh. I just can't win. The Game is over. Like, did I do something wrong? Like, what the heck has happened? It's not like I forgot how to draft overnight. I mean, by all accounts, my deck seems reasonable, at least. Just brutal. Whoa, playing in Chandra herself. The Planeswalker, and a VIP Planeswalker to boot. I'm on the draw again, but this is a keeper. Being on the draw feels like a huge liability in this format. Because you never run out of cards, so it's not like the extra card matters at all. I think that's one of the biggest... I'm just thinking about this now. That's like one of the biggest design changes they made, where it's like it's so much easier to get cards these days. So like the punish for... Like here I would like to hit a land. There we go. Nice. Pure skill. But it's like the punish for being on the play is that you down cards. But you're not actually down cards because everyone always has 6 cards in their hand. Until the late game where it doesn't really matter anyway. And whoever's ahead is going to win. Like my opponent could not draw another spell the rest of the game. And they'd still have like 5 things to do. Granted, they aren't really doing anything, but in theory. This is a non-bow. Like, I think I'm going to win this game. Feels like I'm in really good shape. Normally I'd equip to the bat, but here the Kinjali Sunstalker can threaten 3/6. And I'll get to scry. I mean, might as well draw that. It's pretty good. It's a 1/1 flyer that I can equip if everything goes south. Okay. Okay. So I attack with everything. They go block the 2/2, block the 3/1, take lethal. Nice. There we go. That game made sense to me. I played some reasonable cards and reasonable stuff happened. The Caparocti card, it's weird because it's like, it reads like, oh, answer me or die. But like, it feels like whenever I play it dies because it gets answered. It's like, ugh. Gosh. Man, oh man. Let's get a win here. Just thinking, hoping for a miracle. Ooh, on the play. With a spicy keep. And by spicy, I mean 1-drop into 2-drop. I think I offended whoever is in charge of the matchup chart. My opponent is in gold 1. Let's try this again, shall we? If they kill this or play a blocker, this game is like almost over already. Oh my gosh. Let's learn from them. They've clearly been having success. I want something more impactful than that. So they're playing black cards. They've got deadweights. They're playing this card, which I haven't seen anyone else play. Yeah, I'll keep that. That's tough. Because the thing is I really want to just get rid of this, but it doesn't matter because I really want to keep the card that's on top of my deck. I shouldn't have played that. I have cards in my deck that care about that type of thing. That's a good card too. Man, I hope my opponent doesn't find their second color so I can win this game. Feels like removal is like unbelievably important. It feels like whenever my opponents just kill every threat I play, I just run out of steam and lose. This card was okay. Got another win. So my opponent, that was in gold 1. Gold 1's hard to do because you all start in like bronze 4. Okay, let's go. I lost the die roll. GG. Guess we get to see if Caparocti can do anything. It's definitely a keep. It's just hoping to draw an artifact or something. Nice. What a beautiful draw. All is right with the world. Oh. Life is pain. Just casual turn 3 Bedrock Tortoise. Nothing I can't handle. Actually, scratch that. I definitely can't handle it. Dang it. And he has all spells in hand. I feel like I'm just playing threats and they're all being answered every time. Maybe that's just me. I don't think I can deal with a Bedrock Tortoise in my entire deck. Okie doke. Yep. I mean, this game's over. I haven't said anything for like 4 turns. It's been a very silent draft, I guess, but there's no chance I can win. There's 6 toughness creature was too big for me to kill with any of my removal spells. Ugh. I can't kill a 7/7. I couldn't kill a 6/6. What makes you think I could kill a 7/7? My gosh. That's so tough. Because, no, 2 wins, not the worst. Better than 0, but just tough. I guess some takeaways. Caparocti, useless for me. It was great when my opponent had it. I guess I had to play this thing so I could have some answers to, like, big things. I don't know. I feel so confused. I felt like this deck was good. I have, like, all these great synergies, these good equipment stuff, and then just got kind of brutalized in a lot of those games. Anyway, if you did make it all the way till the end of the video, leave hashtag Sunborn ? In the comment section down below to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for giving me a free preview account, and I'll talk to you folks next time.